On today's episode of the Fumblerooski podcast, another trade hits the NFL landscape. Dolphins trading Jaylen Waddle for some picks for this upcoming draft. Carson Wentz going back to the Vikings and a rule change proposition from the Cleveland Browns. It's a light one today. It's the offseason. What are you going to expect? This is the Fumblerooski podcast.
It may not have always showed it in the stat sheet, but you can see him making throws when he needs to make the throws.
Back-to-back games where he has 3 touchdowns. Someone's got to get that 6 or 7 spot.
He's an elite wide receiver as a rookie.
Truly a lose-lose scenario for both sides.
Welcome to the Fumblerooski podcast by Power 88 Dean Radio and Secret Weapon Consulting. We got CJ, we got Tuck, we got myself, Chris. Glad for you to join us for this Friday episode. Hopefully you're watching this early enough in the morning where you can still watch March Madness, or maybe you're listening to us while you're watching March Madness. I'm recording this, or we're recording this while March Madness is going on right now. Currently got the TV on BYU in Texas, watching Brockton legend AJ DeMansa. How's you guys' brackets looking? Did you guys make brackets?
No, I did not this year.
Brother.
This one, not this year.
How?
I didn't make a bracket either. I just don't know ball. I don't know college ball, dude.
You don't need to know college ball to make a bracket. My girlfriend definitely doesn't know
true.
ball like that. And she still makes a bracket.
The last time I checked, this was still a free country.
Hey, you know
He
what?
doesn't
Fair enough. I'm happy to report that my bracket is currently perfect, but we'll see how that changes because this BYU Texas game has me a little scared.
Man, you're telling
Texas A&M's got a lead on St. Mary's. North Carolina's looking good, but and it's funny because I was texting my friends right before. I was like, God, I fucking hate my bracket. What am I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I don't know why I have UConn winning it all. Like, doesn't feel right. And then all of a sudden, like, I'm perfect going into tonight, and I'm just like, all right. Still 2 days, round of 32 or round of 64 to go. We'll see what it looks like on Saturday. But
yeah.
I'm happy to say I got the High Point game correct, of course. But anyways, breaking news from right after we recorded: Jaylen Waddle traded to the Broncos. Dolphins in return get a first-round pick, a third-round pick, and a fourth-round pick. They basically actually just swapped fourth-round picks. But yeah, Dolphins now have have 2 first-round picks, which we were kind of talking about this at least when Max Crosby was initially traded to the Ravens. Like a lot of teams that have multiple first-round picks right now. And I'm doing that thing again that I love to do, where I'm talking about it, but I don't have the actual thing up in front of me to actually go off of. It's pretty nice, right?
Silly.
So Dolphins now have the 11th and the 30th overall pick because of it. The Chiefs have 2 first-round picks as well, the 9th and the 29th. The Jets have 2 first-round picks as well. Cowboys have 2 first-round picks. Right. I'm just double-checking the Cowboys because Cowboys have 2 first-round picks. Like, there's a numerous amount of teams that have first-round picks now. So this is a very interesting draft. Broncos, we'll start with that first, and then we'll get into the Dolphins. But I think on the Broncos side, I mean, I think you're in a position where you can be in a win-now spot or act like you're in a win-now spot, especially when you have Bo Nix still on his rookie contract. See where he got last year, 1 game away from the Super Bowl. Defense was nails. Offense was kind of up and down, to say the least. And Bo Nix, as much as we shit on him, he's still a damn good quarterback. So build around him. Build what you have off of what you have right now with the fact that you're not paying Bo Nix a ton of money. So this is a good move. Now, you unload it a little bit. No first or third round pick, or like I said, 4th-round pick swap, but it's going to have to be worth it at the end of the day. Thoughts?
let me. I think this is a good for both teams. Bo Nix gets the wide receiver he needs, along with Cortland Sutton. I still think they need something in the running game. That's just me personally. They need to address that quick, fast, and in a hurry. But they
Well,
do.
Sorry, I'll let you finish. Let's keep it to the Broncos first.
I am talking about the Broncos.
No, I meant like don't talk about the Dolphins just yet.
I didn't talk about the Dolphins.
I know. I just wanted to make sure you're not about to get there.
Okay. But I think the Broncos are clearly more of a contender now because they have more weapons and they have more things on the offensive side, and that defense is studded all around. Even though they need to fill the linebacker spot next to Singleton because Dre Greenlaw is gone, which I think they'll find through the draft. But oh no, this is a very, very good team that just got stopped short last year due to an injured quarterback and just all around bad quarterback play. And they didn't have Bo Nix. So if they can fix the running game, if they can fix the quarterback play, which they will when they get Bo Nix back, I think this team can be very dangerous. And we'll see what happens from here. I think that they could be in contention for the first seed like they were last year. And yeah, good job on the Broncos.
CJ?
Well, I know their fan base is happy. Denver was, I think, the one team that hadn't brought in an external player to that point by trade or free agency. This has been a weirdly quiet offseason for them. And honestly, if anything, this is the offseason where you got to go all in, you know? Bo Nix is on his rookie deal. Like, you have to make noise. And they just kind of haven't. And this Waddle trade, I'm not going to lie, it's a bit of an overpay. This, you could tell, was really more of a desperation move, but it's huge. You know, now you're going to get Bo Nix back healthy. Cortland Sutton doesn't have to do it all by himself. Defense is great. The line's solid. The running game's a bit iffy, but like you said, you know, you can address that in the draft, especially in the second round, you know. Maybe Jonah Coleman or Jadarian Price fall to you. But yeah. But you know, losing your first and your third though for Jaylen Waddle, that's, you know, and that pick swap. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie to you, I am a little iffy on that, but honestly, it's one of those things where your on-field production will be better. And even still for Denver, now that you're gonna have a healthy Knicks, and now he has a weapon that will free up his other weapons, I might add. Depending on where they go in the draft and who they take, I'm not going to lie. The excuses for Denver, unless Nix gets injured again, they just really aren't a thing, you know? For Bo Nix, I'm going to need to see more. And I know you like to say, oh, well, he's good, even though we, you know, like to shit on him, supposedly. But for Nix next season, I need him to throw for over 4,000 yards. And I need him to get over 30 touchdowns. I think that's reasonable.
I think 3,800 is reasonable.
No, 4. Like, if you want to be an elite, 4,000.
Oh, you think you want him to become elite? Okay.
Yeah. No, I do.
It's year 3.
Elite. Like, now that you have Jaylen Waddle alongside Cortland Sutton and Troy Franklin coming back and all them. And with that line that features guys like Garrett Bowles and Quinn Miners and Mike McGlinchey, there is no reason for you not to be elite anymore.
I agree with that. I mean, especially with who he has to throw to. I mean, Evan Ingram is tight end as well. Like, he should get 4,000, 35 touchdowns. 4,000 yards, 35 touchdowns, I feel like isn't too much to ask.
It's really not.
Because Jaylen Waddle is very much a 1,000-yard guy. Same with Cortland Sutton.
I see it. First thing, health is a major thing.
Oh, yeah.
Bo Nix and Jaylen Waddle can stay healthy, then I can see it. But I'm not expecting it. I do expect like 35 touchdowns, but I'm not saying 4,000 yards. Because for some reason, I'm expecting the running game to get better. I'm not sure in what form it will
I feel like the running game is fine right now. Like, they just signed J.K. Dobbins back, which, yeah, he's got an injury problem. But R.J. Harvey had a solid rookie season. He could very much be end up being the lead back by midway through the year.
We say that, and then we saw what happened to the running game last year in the playoffs. Are you really trusting the running game, not for the regular season, but for what you need it to do in the playoffs? Because there's going to be some times where you're going to need that running game to sustain drives, because Bo Nix can't do it by himself yet.
Well, maybe this is the year that they're able to.
I'm glad you're optimistic in a Sean Payton running game, but he doesn't have Mark Ingram or Alvin Kamara. That is not what he's working with. And I'm not sure he has the guards that he had in New Orleans, but we'll see.
GJ, want to respond to any of that?
No. Once again, the running game is true. And honestly, unless he breaks out this year, I don't really see Harvey as a one.
I think this could be a breakout year. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like he's. I guess I'm the only one vouching for him because I'm an RJ Harvey fantasy owner.
Oh, well, yeah, and you have a
That's
dynasty
why.
leagues. That don't count.
That makes sense.
It does. Yeah, but I don't know.
I he's trash.
No,
I'm not
I
sure
think
he's,
he's
like,
good, but I
one.
think his ceiling is a high level 2.
Okay, and you can win with that. You can win with a guy that doesn't always get 100 yards.
No,
Yeah.
that's cool, but where was he in the playoffs? He disappeared.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, that was year one. He was a rookie.
Okay, and
Let's say it's year one. He hasn't fully acclimated to the NFL yet.
That's what I'm
see he
saying.
does in year two. If you really want to push this agenda of RJ Harvey, if you really want to,
I'm not gonna stand. I'm not gonna stand on the soapbox like that at this rate.
I
Because
think they got back
it
J.K. Dobbins for the 5 games he'll be healthy for.
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean is that RJ Harvey only had the starting spot for probably a quarter to half of the season. Something like that.
yeah.
Well, we'll
I don't know.
see.
We'll see what happens. Don't want to get too high on the soapbox over it. But anyways, to the Dolphins now. If you're the Dolphins, I mean, you're doing what any shit team should do, and and it's just reload and get some draft capital. Well, now you have 2 first-round picks for this year, along with a third. So, I mean, I'd say it's first year of a rebuild. I think you've set yourself up in a pretty solid spot.
Yes, but they still have more things to do. I'm not sure if they're going to get rid of Devon Achane, but I think he should be on the market because if they're really trying to tear it down and do a true rebuild, I don't think you want to keep the running back around for as long as you want, considering by the time the team gets good again, which is in 2-3 years, he might be shredding. He might be.
Honestly, I
Yeah.
love that. Tuck, I actually love that take. I actually do. Because I think the Eagles proved that you look at all these great teams, not to cut you off from your take.
No problem.
We've seen all these bad teams, right, that have good running backs. They're wasting them away. And really you should be doing what the Eagles do, where you are on the cusp of a Super Bowl. You are right there. You just need a running back.
Mm-hmm.
They went and got Saquon. I feel I don't think you should be worrying about getting a running back right away. You should be worrying about getting a running back once your team is right there.
Yes,
If
but
that makes sense.
it makes sense, but occasionally you'll have once in a generation type guys like Saquon, Todd Gurley, LaDainian Thomas.
Oh, yeah.
These type of guys that you can't really just pass up on because of how big of a weapon they are.
100%.
And they might have one this year in Jeremiah Love, depending on who you ask, but everyone knows he's going first round. It's just where you think he's going. But I'm starting to be of the consensus that even though the running back may be fine, the team may not be able to go anywhere just due to the way the league is and how pass heavy dependent it is. So I think maybe in time that high-end running backs aren't going to be franchise tagged as much, and sooner or later they will go to teams that actually are willing to contend for a Super Bowl. And so hopefully this ends the trend of trying to franchise tag running backs for as long as they can. And then hopefully they're allowed to leave quicker so they can actually get value for the position. And who knows, maybe they can actually contend to win while the other teams can actually get some draft picks for their troubles and for what the running back was able to do for their team. So I'm not sure if they're going to get rid of Devon Achane. I think they should, just to get more draft pieces and maybe draft a running back later on. But I don't know, because I find it interesting that he's still there right now. But we'll see. He might be traded on draft night. Might. But I think this is good for the Dolphins in the long term, but short term, they're going to be ass. Like, horrible. Like,
This is gonna be like watching the tank for 2 a year.
not even that, because they, believe it or not, they weren't that bad. Because they, even though they had Ryan Fitzpatrick as the quarterback, they still beat the Patriots.
Last game of the season.
Yeah, they overperformed like at the end, and it screwed them.
Yeah, that
Yes.
game's still pissed. That happened on my birthday.
Either or, they were either going to get Tua, Justin Herbert, or Joe Burrow. Either or, they did fine. But you knew they were going to play up to snuff with the Patriots because they always do that at the worst possible times for both teams.
Yeah, true.
That game so made me so angry too. I remember they were about to get him off the field on that final long drive, and then there was a really ticky-tack call that saved their ass. You know what I'm talking about, right? That bogus PI where it was like an uncatchable ball. That shit pissed me off to this day. But either way, but for Miami, it's not even about should they trade Achane. The thing is, how much do you like him? Because you know that saying about how if you'll really love something, you'll let it go. It's that, but with Achane. Like, if you really value him as a player and as a person, like, actually do right by him and say, we want to send you to somewhere where, you know, your talent won't be wasted. You know?
What if he wants to stay?
And they keep saying, oh, he's not up to be traded. We don't want to. It's like, okay, but like, why? I mean, look, I'm not going to lie. I actually know why. Because you need someone to put butts in seats. You absolutely need that.
Yeah.
But on the flip side, why? Like, you're not going to be doing anything. Like I said, do right by him and let him go to, you know, a good team. And, you know, you could probably get at least a first for him, even though he's a running back. Like, he's really good as a runner and a receiver. He's like, every time he touches the ball, he's a threat to go to the house. So it's not just that, but they're really setting head coach Jeff Hafley and quarterback Malik Willis up for failure. Unless they're saying to Hafley, all right, we want you to be our rebuild guy, and we trust you. We're going to give you chances and stuff. But, like, I don't know. It just doesn't seem to be how the team works anymore. And part of the issue here is, and this is something that I mean, is why the hell did you give Malik Willis that much money? And, you know, they gave him over $60 million over the span of 3 years, which I know isn't much for a quarterback, but you're giving a career backup that much money. I need to be clear here. And on top of that, you have the most dead cap for a team over the next 2 years, I think, in like NFL history. So why, I guess, is my question. Just like, so why give Malik Willis that money? Like, why are you paying him like a guy who, I won't say they're giving him franchise quarterback money, but they're giving him QB1 money just to be a tank commander? I'm very confused.
Yeah. I mean, that's the suck tax, though, right? Got to overpay sometimes.
Okay, but still, why?
No, I
mean,
know.
Don't get me wrong. You already know that maybe it's me, and it very well could be. I just don't see what most people see in him. I was nowhere near as bullish on Malik Willis's ability as nearly anyone else. But still, why give him all that money just when you're actively tanking for his replacement?
Because it's better to have a solid backup quarterback for when you have an inevitable franchise quarterback and then they get injured. At least you have somebody on the roster that can play the quarterback position.
So, I mean, I understand, you need a solid backup quarterback, a $67 million backup quarterback. Or
With
however
the market the quarterback position has, it doesn't sound that outrageous.
Okay, but I mean, like, I understand, but what other backup quarterback is being paid that much money?
No one at this moment in time.
Exactly.
But Malik Willis is a starter right now.
Yeah, for now, but he's not the future, though. But you're paying him like he is.
I think this is more like a see what he can do type of thing.
Ugh. Well,
So-
then it just shows a lack of direction. If it's a see what he can do, then are you really tanking? Throw Quinn Ewers out there.
No, because I don't think he will be able to sell tickets, and I don't think anyone will buy tickets if he was the quarterback.
Well, skill issue.
Well, here's the thing with Willis's contract. It's very loaded in the middle. He's only making 1.2 this season. Year 2, he's making 21.5. Year 3, he's making 20.5. After year 3, they have a potential out. Or a potential out. Year 2, 13.371 in dead cap. And yeah. So if they got to like his final year, it'd still be about 12 mil, 15 mil. I'm not doing the math right now. But that's what it would look like. Or 19 mil, actually, now that I am looking at the number. But back to Achane real quick, though. This is the last year on his rookie contract. And looking right now,
trying to trade him.
Dolphins Achane not available for trade as of yesterday. According to ESPN, that's what sources said.
I don't get it, but hey, if they say he's not available, he's not available.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to imagine him on other teams. Like, can you imagine him in like Tampa Bay with that running game with him, especially because he's a home run hitter? That'd be good with Baker and that whole group. Damn.
Yeah, I mean, according to this article, it seems that Achane is expected to be the centerpiece of Miami's new look offense under first-year coordinator Bobby Slowick.
Oh yeah, and Bobby Slowick's their OC. Yeah, it's over.
You're cooked.
Yeah.
Not to say Devon Achane isn't good, but with the weapons that are surrounding Achane, yeah, he'll see 7-8 people in that box.
Oh yeah, 100%. Anything else we want to touch on from either the Dolphins or the Broncos?
No, not really.
All right.
The Dolphins are last in cap space right now.
I believe it.
Still? Or
Yeah, they're in the negative
yeah,
right
they are.
now.
They're still 7 in the red.
They'll figure it
Okay.
out, or
Yeah, they'll just. I mean, they still have the June 1st cuts of Tua and
Tua's
Bradley
gone already,
Chubb.
isn't he?
He's technically still there. It's not till June 1st where it's like, because all of this has to happen after June 1st, essentially.
I could have
It's technically
signed with Atlanta.
Yeah, and he's probably not going to officially sign till after June 1st because he's still technically under the Dolphins roster.
Okay.
Same thing with Bradley Chubb.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We're going to step aside for a quick break. When we come back, we'll get into Carson Wentz signing a 1-year deal to the Vikings and the NFL rule change proposition from the Cleveland Browns. This is the Fumblerooski podcast.
It may not have always showed it in the stat sheet, but you can see him making throws when he needs to make the throws.
Back-to-back games where he has 3 touchdowns. Someone's got to get that 6 or 7 spot.
He's an elite wide receiver as a rookie.
Truly a lose-lose scenario for both sides.
Welcome back to the Fumblerooski podcast. Carson Wentz signs a 1-year deal to return to the Minnesota Vikings. I feel like, if anything, this deal is really just a something to fall back on, because obviously Carson Wentz is not a very good quarterback anymore, but he'll give you 1 or 2 games maybe. But other than that, he's just a guy that knows the system and someone that you can trust to know the system and run it, just somewhat run it. That's really it. That's how I kind of see it.
Mm-hmm. First and foremost, congratulations to Carson Wentz being back. I'm hopefully he's back to 100% because, man, it was looking rough when he was playing injured.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially against the Chargers when he finally went out. Oh, that looked rough. But congrats to him. I don't think he'll be the starter. I think he'll be I'm not even sure he'll be the number 2.
Right now, the depth chart has Murray as QB1, JJ as QB2, Carson Wentz as QB3.
Man, that's gotta hurt that you're the QB3 behind 9 right now. But in all seriousness, I think Carson Wentz could have the chance to be the starter with the Vikings because he does have a rapport with Jordan Addison. That was clear as day because he always was looking for him.
Yeah.
But outside of that, I'm not sure he's going to be the clear-cut starter. I think Kyler's better than him, like hands down, just flat out right now in their career. And so he's probably going to be the number 1 and Wentz is probably going to be the number 3 because I'm not sure if JJ McCarthy will ever be the number 3, even if he's horrible.
CJ? Or
Oh my God.
Anything else you wanted to add, Tuck?
No, I have nothing to add when it comes to the Vikings and their quarterback situation.
What is it with the Vikings and their inability to find decent quarterbacks? Like all the good quarterbacks they've had in recent vintage have been journeymen. Like they haven't really drafted any world beaters. Like they drafted Christian Ponder, then Teddy Bridgewater, and then JJ McCarthy. And it gets to a point where we got to ask ourselves, like, and I know there are those rumors that the Vikings are already done with him, but it's like, are they cursed or something? Because they have stars and Hall of Famers at almost every position up and down the entire roster except quarterback. Now, I think the Vikings across all 4 major American sports have the best win percentage of a team that's like never won their respective championship. So I don't know anymore. I mean, we gave our thoughts on Kyler, but Wentz, QB3. Maybe McCarthy becomes good. Maybe he doesn't. I don't know. But yeah, it's just a mess over there in Minnesota. It really is.
Yeah. If anything, Carson Wentz is probably a good locker room guy to have at the very least. I would assume. I don't know. He seems like a nice guy.
I think he's a good guy.
Yeah. Yeah. He's just a bad quarterback. That's all.
He used to be so good.
Yeah, I know. And then
that injury fucked him up.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Mm-hmm.
A couple rule change proposals from this week as well. The first one being, or the second one technically, because this was the most recent one, but we could talk about the other one as well, which is, the Steelers proposed a new rule on Wednesday, and it was basically about contacting players during the free agent negotiating period. in terms of the Browns, now their proposal is they proposed a rule to allow teams to trade draft picks 5 years in advance. The current rule is 3. Anyone?
I want to say yes, but then I realize how reckless this could get. Like, I could see a team have like 3 or 4 draft picks in the first round in one draft. And it's like, do we really want to do that? And like, who would be the player we would do that for? And that's like where it's like, do you really trust your franchise that much that you're willing to put 5 first round picks depending on the situation? And so for the next 5 years, you may not have a first round pick and you have to hit on the round second through on. I'm not sure there's a lot of teams that can get away with that.
CJ, before you go, I'm just going to read it straight from the article real quick. So this is a quote from the ESPN article from the Associated Press, but it's on ESPN. A new crop of general managers has led to more trades in recent years, and this rule change would make that easier in the future. There have already been 6 first-round picks from this year's draft that have been traded, with the latest coming from Jaylen Waddle. The Browns argued that the Dolphins would, or the Browns argued that the changes would lead to a more active trade market and greater roster flexibility. And I mean, well, Talk, you mentioned the outrageousness and how out of control it can get. I mean, the NBA could be an example because that was a comparison that was used because they have a 7-year window of draft picks to trade, which is why you see a lot of draft picks that are like 2031 draft pick, shit like that.
Horrible idea. First of all, the Browns are suggesting this, so we got to say no, bad, shame, condemn you to hell. You know, why are we going to let the Cleveland Browns dictate anything about trades? Why? Did you want to give up 5 first-round picks for Deshaun Watson instead of what you initially did? Like, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's not even about the more robust trade market, roster flexibility. These teams, I think if the league says no, we'd be saving these teams from themselves. Because, you look at some GMs, some of those GMs, I'm not going to say who or for what teams, they're very special. They're very special people. And they might not make a decision that's good. How would you like to hear that your team doesn't have any first rounders for the next 5 years? I mean, then you'd be a Rams fan, but I know Les Snead, their GM, he'd be jumping for joy if he could do that. But really, I just feel like trading picks up to 5 years in advance, I just think that's stupid. And the fact that the Browns are proposing it means that they're going to try some sort of nonsense, I would feel like. And on top of that, like I said, I mean, literally for the good of these teams, just vote no and just say no and save them from themselves.
Yeah. At the end, I also kind of want to just say, fuck it, let's just see what happens type of thing too. But I don't know. May allow Howie Roseman to start fucking around.
Oh man, if you allow that man to get a deeper bag,
he would turn into Brad Stevens.
Yeah,
he would turn into Brad Stevens real quick.
Yes,
because him and Brad Stevens are already basically the same person. Like, I think the meme right now that was going on, especially after the most recent Brad Stevens trade when he traded for Vucevic, but it was like, if you trade with Brad Stevens, just know you're getting fucking fleeced. And same thing with Howie Roseman. Like, if you trade with him, just know you got fucking fleeced.
Yep.
The other rule change that kind of mentioned it, Steelers proposing a rule change in regards to contacting, I mistyped, it should be players, not teams during free agency. But yeah, that's the other rule. The NFL allowed teams this year on a trial basis to conduct up to 5 phone or video calls directly with players on other teams during the 2-day free agent negotiating period before the start of the league year. Teams previously had been able to contact only agents during that time. The Steelers are asking for the rule to be permanent, as well as allowing teams to make travel arrangements before the start of the league year with players who have agreed to terms for new contracts during the negotiating period.
It sounds like a good idea. It might be a lot more interest to see what teams think about in regards to how they contact players and what they talk about. But on the other hand, it's the Steelers proposing this. So hell no. Absolutely not.
Well,
We
you don't
can't
think it could
have
help you
this.
guys? You don't think it could help Baltimore?
If it helps the Steelers in any way, shape, or form, I don't want it. I don't want it. We don't need it. We're good.
CJ?
You know, I know they want to like talk to these guys and agree to deals before, the period there starts. But honestly, doesn't that take the frenzy out of free agency frenzy? If all this nonsense is predetermined and is allowed to be predetermined, then what's the point? No, I love to see the mad dash every year, like the gold rush. Everyone's going over out west to get their piece. That's how free agency is. Everyone's just running all over the market. Everyone's scrambling. Like, that's the joy of it. This would take the joy out of it. Immediately say, oh yeah, look at these people already agreed to a deal 2 days before. That's so stupid. Come on, like the mad dash is what makes it fun, and it's what the market demands.
Yeah. I don't have much of an opinion on it, honestly. I probably would lean like what CJ said. Let the mad dash happen.
So I guess
I
we're
like
all in agreement.
Yeah. All right. That's all the big news that happened, other than like T.Y. Hilton retiring. Thought he was officially retiring, I should say. We know. You were out of the league for quite a bit, we know. But can't disrespect what type of receiver T.Y. Hilton was. Hall of very good, to say the least. Hall of very good. And the other silly news was Travis Etienne is actually Travis Achane.
Yeah. Turns out that was actually his name.
It's Travis Achane?
Yeah.
Achane.
Achane.
Yeah, that's actually how it's pronounced. Travis Achane.
And he's been letting us get away with this for how long now?
Apparently he got tired of correcting people, which I can imagine that would be exhausting, so I get it.
But like at the same time though, like take pride in your take pride in your name.
Yeah. I mean, we've been mispronouncing stuff for years, like Tyrod Taylor's real name. I remember it came out was pronounced Tyrod. There's Tyrod Taylor. Like, it's always that weird stuff. But hey, you got it down the bud fast. I mean, hey, I'm happy that he's saying it now because I don't think most people knew. But yeah, I agree, Chris. Man, I have some pride in your name. You got to say, hey, this is my name. This is how it's pronounced. But
especially like take me for example. I'm a broadcaster. Like I have to get people's names right. Like I have to take pride in like getting these guys' names right because their families are watching, or like their families or their girlfriends are watching. Like,
yes, but the whole time he was at Clemson, we've been calling him ETN.
Which, like, by the way, like, shame on the SID over at Clemson for not having it in the pronunciation guide or something like that, or the guys calling the college football games for if there was a pronunciation guide. Shame on them for not looking at it. Like, someone is at fault here from Clemson.
I'm glad we're all in agreement.
Which is weird because I know people who have that last name and they have never been called that. And I've heard someone been asked to pronounce it and they've literally said ETN, which is why I'm like, huh. Okay, is it like a different pronunciation or is everybody called that?
Yeah. I was saying wait because I was just like, wait, he went to Clemson, right? For some reason, I was the other ATN, which went to Georgia.
Yeah.
I had to stop and think for a moment there.
Of course.
But yeah, end of the day, someone's to blame. Take pride in your name. That rhymed. That was good. That was good. All right. Let's do some immaculate grid.
All right, time.
What they came to see.
Ooh, both of our favorite teams are on here. Awesome.
So we need a Raven and a Niner, a Raven and a Viking, a Raven and a Cowboy, a Patriot and a 49er, a Patriot and a Viking, and a Patriot and a Cowboy, a 49er that got 50-plus career sacks, a Viking that got 50-plus career sacks, and a Cowboy that got 50-plus career sacks. All right. I feel like we should we could pretty much start from anywhere around here.
You know, I just realized Patriots Vikings. What do you know about N'Keal Harry?
Nice.
I think people would know that though, wouldn't they?
No, they wouldn't.
It's either that or
I
Jalen
bet it's
Rager.
less than 5.
It's either that or Jalen Rager.
Or Stephon Diggs.
I'm going N'Keal Harry. 1%. Nice.
See, told you, Doc.
1%.
Pat Niner. Mac Jones, Kendrick Bourne.
Oh, those are too obvious.
Yeah, I know.
Randy Moss.
I'm just
Oh
naming
yeah.
them.
Randy Moss, that's another funny one.
Yeah, that's right.
Jimmy Garoppolo.
Jimmy G.
Did Brian Hoyer ever play there?
Yeah, he did. But is Brian Hoyer too obvious?
I wouldn't think.
I hope not. I hope I'm not about to shoot myself in the cock here.
All right, well, let's find out. Go.
3%. All right.
Mhm.
It's a
Told
good
you.
move. Good move.
Patriots, Cowboys.
Stephon Gilmore is just on the Cowboys.
Yeah, Gilly's one,
Yes.
Zeke's another. We can't, that's too obvious, of course.
Especially seeing Zeke only played for 2 teams in his career.
Yeah. Ooh, there's somebody that I feel like I'm forgetting.
No, same here.
Okay.
Is that okay? Like you got something or?
Oh, I know.
Bledsoe. Bledsoe played for the Cowboys.
Bledsoe.
But is Bledsoe
I feel
too
it's a little
obvious? Like how many people know that Drew Bledsoe played for the Cowboys for a hot minute at the end of his career? Because people know him for playing on the Patriots and Bills, but what about the Cowboys?
Yeah, I suppose. I feel like we had this one defensive lineman. No. Okay. Well, actually, I don't know how obvious it would be, but a wide receiver, Terry Glenn, is one.
That I think that's very not obvious.
Terry Glenn was just what I was thinking of.
5%. I'm curious what Drew Bledsoe would have been. I'm curious.
Yeah.
All right, Tuck, let's knock out the Ravens.
Well, we have several. You can Ravens 49ers, you can either go Kyle Juszczyk, Anquan Bolden, or Torrey Smith.
Forgot Juszczyk was on the Ravens. That might be
hold on, wait. Troy Smith, wasn't he on the 49ers?
Troy Smith.
Heisman winner at Ohio State. I think so.
But did he play snap?
Damn, I can't. It would be the 07 one, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Pretty sure.
Deion Sanders did, but that's obvious. Michael Crabtree's another one.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, Crabtree.
What about hold up, Tuck. How obvious would Elvis Dumerville be?
That wouldn't be obvious, but he played for the 49ers?
Yeah, he did. Dude,
think
I just remember the name because Elvis Dumerville is one of the absolute most hard names that I have heard. That's so cool.
I think Tuck's reaction is all I needed to hear.
Bro, Dumerville was so good in his prime. They got to respect him, though. Oh, my goodness.
0.7%.
Great. Good gravy.
You got to think of like the low end Hall of Very Good guys sometimes.
Yeah, no, you're not right. All right. Ravens, Vikings, purple on purple action.
Who remembers Vashante Shanko?
That's all I needed to
Oh.
hear. How do you spell his fucking name?
I can try to look it up. What is it? Vashante.
No. VI.
Also,
That-
Laquan Treadwell.
What?
Tuck. Did Laquan Treadwell, I feel like, play for the Ravens? I think like in 2021.
Laquan Treadwell did play for us, but I don't think he played like a snap.
Wait a minute. Latavius Murray, I think,
He did.
played for the Ravens.
He did. He played a snap.
All right. I'll go Latavius Murray. Oh, 9%. That's crazy.
Oh, wait, how did
Sorry.
we not give Vashante Shank?
We did.
Whatever.
I must
I'm
not play a
sorry. Hey,
snap.
I'm sorry. I'm a stupid, useless
That's not
foreign
your fault.
agent. Please forgive
we-
me.
Yeah, you must not play a snap for one of them.
All right, Ravens, Cowboys, Deion
Des
Sanders,
Bryant.
Brandon Carr.
Hey,
Who? Brendan Carr?
Dalvin
Yeah.
Cook.
Dalvin
joking.
Cook, yes.
No, but did he play a snap? I don't know if
He
did.
played. He did play a snap for the Ravens in the playoffs.
What about that tight end, Gavin Escobar?
That's all I needed to hear. 0.2%.
Yes,
Madden
right.
legend Gavin Escobar.
All right.
but hold on, timeout for the 49ers and 50+ sacks. Justin Smith.
Yeah,
that
but he was really good. You know?
Does anyone remember the name though?
Yeah, well, it's a very basic name. Yeah, he was there forever.
4%.
Hey, nice. All right, for the Vikings, there are a few ways we could go.
Not Jared Allen. That's too obvious.
No.
I feel like you got to start thinking of the purple people eaters.
Alvin Page or
Hey.
Alan Page.
Yeah, he's like a little obvious. He's like one of the best defensive tackles
Spelled it
ever.
wrong. No, there's only one.
One
L.
L.
Oh.
One L.
Oh, there we go.
I feel like it's a. Guys, see it?
6%.
Oh, whoa, the disrespect. All right, and for the Cowboys.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, we're in an age where people aren't really thinking of the purple people eaters.
For the
Cowboys.
How many sacks did Tyrone Crawford have?
That's a good question. I'm not sure.
Actually, I don't. Maybe he's not 50. He wasn't that prolific.
There's another. Who is I mean, you could go freaking Charles Haley. Just call it a day, but
You could.
could have also done that for the Niners too.
Oh yeah. Okay, Tuck. Do you know of anyone?
That played for the whatchamacallit and got 50+ sacks.
The whatchamacallits, yes, the Dallas Cowboys.
DeMarcus Lawrence, I believe, did.
DeMarcus Ware, but that's way too obvious.
Yes. Not Randy Gregory. Not
What about
mm,
what's his name?
Mike
What
Parsons.
about Randy White? Would that be too obvious?
It might be.
What years did he play?
I don't recall.
70s?
Yeah, there's Randy White.
part of the-
They have
he
this
was part of the
other
top
dude
If
who
you-
had a funny last name. His last name was like Jeff Code or something like that.
I think this is far back enough where it's not obvious.
Okay.
3%.
Okay. You know what? Good game, fellas. I'll take it.
No,
Average
that's
score
my fault. I got
7.1.
That's my fault.
Drew Bledsoe is the most popular Pat Cowboy. How about that? It's a good thing we didn't go there. Jimmy G was the most obvious for Pats, Niners, Randy Moss, Pats, Vikings. No big surprise. Randall Cunningham was most obvious Viking Raven. I forgot that he was a Raven.
Yeah,
I forgot that too.
Dion, Anquan for Niners, Ravens. Makes sense. Nick Bosa, the most obvious 49er with 50+. Jared Allen for the Vikings. DeMarcus Ware was most obvious for the Cowboys. People failed the most on Ravens Vikings, which evidently enough, that's funny because that's what we failed on.
Yeah, because I'm thinking Vishanti Shenko, and I was wrong.
Yeah.
He didn't
Highest
even play for the Ravens, but I thought he did.
Highest accuracy was Cowboys 50+ sacks. There we go. All right, so our
It
rarity
was nice.
score.
Get both our teams on there. That was fun.
Yeah, but
I
I
wanna
gotta
calculate
do
the
better
actual-
than I am.
I want to calculate the actual rarity score because 130 is obviously not the right number. Plus 0.2 plus 9 plus
Man, the
3.
Justin Smith disrespect is vile.
6.
Not many people think about him.
He was so good, though.
He's one of those players that
26.9.
Oh, nice.
He's one of those players that gets lost to history.
True shit, dude.
I bet if he had a
26.9.
cool nickname, they'd remember him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. That's all the scheduled content that we have for you today. Thank you for tuning in to another Friday episode of the Fumblerooski podcast. New episode coming out on Tuesday at 8 a.m. Be there, be square. All our episodes can be found on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to that. And all of our episodes can be found on all streaming platforms available. Also be sure to follow our Instagram, Fumblerooski_podcast, to keep up with the pod and the latest coverage of the NFL. That was a rough end. That was a rough end for your boy. But all right. We'll see you on Tuesday. Over and out.